Prepare for battle.
FTM has had some interesting drafts in this event. They finally pick a TA here, meaning it's going to be a safe lane Death Prophet, but something that they've been doing is winning. We'll see if they continue that here.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, I was nervous, right? Like, they keep giving Iceberg these playmaky heroes, and then they have a steady core, you know, the Gyro, the Void, and I'm like, well, what are they going to do with DP middle? But they switch it back, give Iceberg that flashier hero, and now you have that steadier core and Death Prophet. So I like their draft, but, I mean, as they said, Visage, we didn't see much, right? I mean, the biggest team here playing it was like Pain, but it was getting first ban versus Weehaw for the most part, and now we see it finally.
We see it finally in the hands of Liquid, and they're down 1-0 again. Their tournament lives here really on the line as we are essentially playing for a spot in the grand finals between FlyToMoon and Team Liquid. You see the Slark pick, though, of course, in the hands of Miracle. This has been a very go-to core hero in this event on many different teams. Liquid has split themselves as well.
I just love this opening we've been seeing. Oh, wait up.
Ooh, the shard block wasn't really a block in the sense of catching him in the shards, and yeah, he's able to kind of eat through the tree, so.
Oh, Death Prophet bottom, though.
That could be a killing Death Prophet. Silent, he's trying to live. The siphon's up, but it looks like the Battle Hunger going to help tick him down. Mind Control. We'll get first blood in favor of Liquid, just like that.
I love this whole new, you know, it used to be, oh, maybe I'll get call and pull creeps. I'll just get spin and push the lane. It's always Battle Hunger.
Action.
He's going middle. Wow. All right. I was going to wonder how they were going to do lanes. Obviously, like Slark versus TA weird, Visage versus, I mean, just anyone weird, and TA versus Axe.
Yeah.
Not one you see every day.
No, that's not. And of course, has that Battle Hunger right off the bat, so gonna apply that to the TA, but TA ideally will be able to take it off pretty easily.
Yeah.
The CS. Oh, that Courier, yeah. Didn't actually deliver anything yet.
And I believe level 1 Battle Hunger doesn't take refraction charges off. It goes through it because it's such a low damage instance.
Oh, really?
I believe so, obviously. Okay. We'll have to see the interaction there, but...
Yeah. Oh, that wore off pretty quickly. Yeah. I think it does, actually, yeah. So especially that being the case, that kind of sets up the idea of the matchup.
If you see in TA already like leaving the lane, it seems.
Yeah, it seems like it was heading elsewhere.
Bottom lane, yeah, this is Death Pro just getting harassed, and that's the thing. Skywrath in lane at level 1, one of the strongest heroes. You can just spam so much, especially with the change to intelligence. Oh, Iceberg is back.
It's I don't know if he was with the lane, with how he was as far as the angle went, had to run down the river or something, but is back in the middle lane as we see, so matchup will keep for now.
Been one of the players we were kind of discussing is Non-Grottic. He doesn't have the flashiest plays, but he's been one of their guys, just always makes the right plays in the backline. The Doom getting that blink first item after drums, always finding the right person to Doom and just Infernal Blade initiate on.
Yeah, he's the great solid offlane player for the team that I had. Well, he was on play Spear Breaker yesterday, and even do very well with that in that offlane role. So he's at the top lane, of course, has a big creep wave coming into him. Slark, though, leading the way in CS at 9-1 so far. Top of the charts, but Death Prophet in the safe lane in the hands of Silent here. And, you know, it is interesting because, again, it's something we have been stressing is that Iceberg is kind of this quote-unquote true carry for the team. It feels like that they built around that idea here, right?
Yeah, and it just feels she's not getting much because you're against the Skywrath, right? This is the first game in a while. It's actually been 2-1-2 flat across the board. We've been seeing a lot of rotations or even tri-lanes again, but 2v2 lanes go very far in favor of Skywrath because of the damage output at level 1.
Yeah. Slark gonna have that Dark Pact active, of course, so he'll be fine here, but not gonna take some extra pressure at least. Just again, want to force some regen out if anything. No kill though. Silent might be dying. In fact, there you go. Arcane Bolt sitting on top of him was GH playing the Skywrath Mage, and Silent, that Siphon's not gonna save him in that case.
Now, I think the biggest thing is Visage still only 7-3 in that lane. While the DP is farming decently, but it's going to be at that early pressure and all that. And Visage, I mean, terrible base damage. The attack, like, base attack time is like one of the worst in the game. Like, anyone can beat you.
How about that first pick Skywrath, by the way?
I like, and I was sitting in the chair and I was like, it's probably going to be an accident because no matter what, even before BKBs, it's a guaranteed kill if you move those two together. I call into just Skywrath ulti. It feels so strong from the 10 to like 25 minute mark even. It's a guaranteed kill on all these weak heroes.
That Mystic Flare coming out, a lot of damage, especially on that solo target, and you know, especially if you get something like an Axe, of course, splitting it up. So it's going to be interesting to see the farm of GH. And what he's able to do this game on that Skywrath Mage. But yeah, the Skywrath Axe opening coming out here for Team Liquid.
Miracle pretty much just free farming as well. Yeah, this is going to be a decent, not a decent Slark game, a very good one, right? No one can really get away from him. You have the snowball save, and that's about it. And then a silence if you do it before the Dark Pack comes out. It's going to be very tough.
So Visage ends up playing this as a kind of off-lane sort of, obviously for the matchup purposes here, but Matamba Man down here in the off-lane had a pretty weak Death Prophet game the last game, of course, with the matchup and everything. So far, only 10-3 CS, but Visage a hero that, until level 6, you know that may be the case. At the top lane, the Snowball's going to come out for the save, looking for a turn. Miracle, he'll fall back though. Dark Pact active, no fear, may fall. Yes, the auto attack from Kuroki finishing the job. So kind of saved his Doom teammate initially, but goes down himself.
Right when I talked about that, the dual lanes, you see GH just rotates top, and he's going to scoop up all these bounty runes for free after getting those kills. And already a good rotation from Liquid. They just want to make this game, like, they don't want to make it too chaotic. Obviously, TA can get out of control so quickly. You stack up Ancients for her. She's 3,000 to 4,000 net worth above everyone else, but he's having a good game. But Liquid, I have a feeling you're going to see him control those Ancients.
Well, that and control the TA as far as roaming on her early on. In fact, they need to go on her because Mind Control's being dove from FTM. Mind Control gets some spins off, though. He does go down, but settles into return damage on Iceberg. Iceberg running away. The magic missile connects, though, and will finish the job on him. Always want to fly. Tower damage, if anything, will help finish him off, and no fear, the sole survivor on his side. So they end up diving the axe and kind of bites them in the ass a little bit. They did not know those supports were roaming over, of course.
And then you see 3v3 middle. We've been seeing a lot more of these games. Both teams, you know, watch replays, they know when each team is going to rotate, and right there, it's a nice answer from Liquid. Didn't even have to commit any TPs, right? So you still have that pressure that you could TP somewhere else and get another kill since they smoked middle.
Absolutely. You have Axe back in the middle lane. As far as CS goes, it is being won by the TA, 26-11. You have Axe at 16-3 so far. So yeah, TA, even with that death, is doing pretty good.
You just want your Visage to not have a super garbage lane. It's 31-7, but at least the Visage has 18-3. Versus that TA would be a lot worse. So you're gonna be happy if you're Matamba Man. As God said, farm's not the worst early.
Well, Matamba's in trouble right here. The shard block forced to go around it. That might buy the time for the Crypts at the very part of the last second. Matamba Man will survive for now. No, Death probably gets the final auto attack off and successfully gets the kill as a result. That Voodoo Restoration also kicking in, making sure to keep Silent alive, and he'll do just that, so good play. And, you know, I go back to the Visage, though. Again, Visage always feels like that kind of pick in the landing phase. That's Kuroki! The side blades coming through. Iceberg takes him out as a result. GH goes down at the bottom lane. They're just diving here at the bottom of Tumba. Again, until level 6, he's a pretty weak hero. T in trouble?
Yeah, 16
she's going to go to the battle. Okay.
That Battle Hunger just barely had a refraction. Sorry, I was watching, and oh, Miracle. Man, this is FlyToMoon after all this. It was a 3-0 lead from Liquid, and all this pressure all of a sudden. They're just running at him, doing what they did before. They're 1,000 up, and this is exactly where FlyToMoon has been in every game they've won.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just going back to the Game 3 yesterday against Virtus Pro, or Game 2, excuse me, against Virtus Pro, they were down. It was like 7-0 in hero kills. We were thinking like, okay, here goes VP, you know, taking off. They came back and they ended up winning that game, of course, in decisive fashion for the most part. The Coling Blade was early, no fear. He ends up dying in the end, but Axe was desperate at that point. He just wanted to set up the turn kill, as he kind of did right there. But now Skywrath also gets caught with the cast. He was not ready for that. GH, one more auto attack will do him in. The silence off on Iceberg. He's diving with that refraction, though. GH, is he hiding enough? No, he hunts him down, double kill. Coming up for Iceberg, and now Kuroki with the late TP. That magic missile, not going to be nearly enough. That refraction lasting just long enough. Iceberg picks up the triple kill, and he'll walk it up. And Miracle goes down top lane. It's solo kill. The Doom was used right there, as you see. What is happening for Liquid?
FlyToMoon just looking good. I love that dive middle because they have the creeps pushing the tower with them, right? He would have died if they just go solo, and Silent, well, will go down finally, but
it's going to be a turn, maybe. Visage spawns those familiars, maybe not. Always want to fly. It's going to be turn. That's totally what I meant.
And that's the Visage. You have the 2 birds, and right when you're at level 6, you can have no items. He has medallions, least. You can have no items, and you still just output so much.
Yeah, you do, but top lane Miracle, you see no fear nearby. Of course, no Doom this time, though, but he's low on life. He did not expect the Tusk, of course. He does have a Shadow Dance, however, he will survive for now. Doom, pretty committed. Kuroki can only do so much damage, though. And Nangrata will be able to walk it off. It looks like a rotation from GH is coming in, though. Cuts a shot of the Arcane Bolt. puts on that Ancient Seal. Not enhanced enough damage, though. He's just too beefy, man.
Yeah, and that slow ended up going on the Tusk, not the Doom. That was weird.
And they're going, actually, on a Kuroki. They will lose a Tusk. The Cryptster, not the greatest angle right there. Kuroki living a little bit longer, but he goes down. GH falls as well. Rotation from Iceberg. Miracle just figures, okay, I might as well farm some neutral creeps in the meantime.
Yeah, they're playing with numbers. They know it's hard, right? What does the Visage do if he TP's top? Maybe cast a Grave Chill, but his birds can't TP with him unless you resummon them, so they're forced to stay down bottom or fly around somewhere else, and he is middle now. That's the thing. Matumba just a hero that can't TP and do anything, really.
Well, the familiar saving initially, the cast bounce back, though. No Maledict initially. It comes out late, and Visage will be fine. Iceberg, I don't think he's really in trouble. Just some harassment counter.
Love the early level of heal. You see a few other Witch Doctors going up, but in a game like this, you know, Battle Hunger as well, just tons of value.
Absolutely is. So rotations happening across the map. You already talked about the Visage going mid. You see Nongrata now on Doom. He's headed towards the bottom lane as Axis made his way down here as well. They're going to run into each other. Kuroki, though, spotted. He's going to be sharp blocked in. Tusk is a little low. Battle Hunger applied. Kuroki at least going to set up a turn. Familiars are in here as well. So Visage looking for some turn kills. No fear. They'll go down first. Nongrata going to keep on running with that Scorched Earth. Always want to fly.
Nice stun.
He doesn't have Scorched Earth. He's a little slower. And they'll take advantage of that. So they make it a 2-for-1. All they lost was their own support. So benefit to Liquid there.
Yep. Oh, Miracle just used TP and instantly canceled it, I believe.
Maybe that was a
I moved it in. Yeah, that might have been. It sure looked like he did that, but that's the thing. Slark is really not getting anything. Slark is below Skywrath right now on the net worth chart. That is not good when you're below your own sport. Just pass him, but they're just pressuring him in lane. Anyone who goes up there, the Doom solo killing him. You have Spirit Siphon. Obviously, can't Dark Pack that off. It hurts.
Kyle made that reaction with the Slark pick, especially against the Doom as you're talking about. And the fact that he already has the solo kill, yeah, definitely something to worry about if you're Liquid as this game picks up. Iceberg, also somebody you want to be worrying about with a fraction up. Ancient Seal's applied, but he's just too tanky. In fact, has plenty of support coming in. That Snowball, a little too deep there. The shard block hitting GH, but Nongrata will kind of zone them out. And I think no kills are going to come from that, or maybe they will. Matumba Man's pretty deep here, but now he's going to be flanked on. Nice silence on a Doom. I don't know if that was an Infernal Blade animation or the Doom itself, but Matumba Man, he will eventually be run down. Iceberg, mega kill streak now.
That might actually, that might have been a bad silence after all, because he was going to cast Doom, and now the Doom still has to pressure Miracle, and you see it. He wants to just farm up, and this is going to be one you get a Shadow Blade, but there's not that. And now that they're farming so well in a game, you get Shadow Blade early. These heroes are easy to chase down, but now they're getting so much farm.
Oh, he used the illusion right there. He baited him with the illusion. Now the real Doom will cut him off with the Doom effect.
No Scorched Earth yet, though.
Yeah.
If he gets out of vision, he'll get Shadow Dance.
As Hadouken. Yeah, just a little too fast. So good job by Miracle, at least getting away, but close call there. So the Doom ends up not getting a kill, but still put some pressure.
That's the only problem. If he should have maybe just waited 5 seconds, obviously, maybe Slark would have already ran back. But without Scorched Earth, you're not getting that kill now.
Grave Chill.
A lot of damage.
Tusk, I don't think he's getting away from that. It's just so much slow. Of course, from the Visage being applied. So Matumba and doing his best to recover as he heads towards middle, or top lane, excuse me. But speaking of the middle lane, Silent Exorcism going to be used, and they're going to go for their second tower kill of the game, although Axis here.
I've been seeing a lot of these games. Doesn't feel like the teams have like these natural tower hitters. On Radiant side now, you have DP and TA, so if you win a fight or get a few pickups, you are going to get objectives, as well as Roche.
What do you think of the drums first on Death Prophet coming out?
Oh, well, Tanker, I like the move speed. I noticed FlyToMoon always plays the move speed game, right? You always see the track, you always see at least drums. This game, look at that, the drums plus the casual win lace. It's all about move speed for them.
They're going in, but the Exorcism is returning right as they initiated it. Now GH is in trouble. Maledict on him. Turning Wisdom auto attacks. The Cryptstorm coming through, and GH is definitely dead to the Maledict. Silent. The Siphon's up on Mind Control. Mind Control's running him down. The Wave of Terror coming out as well. Kuroki wants to enhance the damage, finish the job. Finally, GH goes down. The Cooling Flame was early. The Siphon isn't up. Silent does fall, but he gets the turn kill on Mind Control before, and now TA will be able to take out the Vengeful Spirit. Unstoppable streak as now committed by Iceberg. Matumba.
That positioning by Silent, he knew Kuroki was on their side of the river and GH was on the other side, but he did it so he only got hit by like 1 or 2 spells right there and just turns around even though he dies. That positioning, oh my goodness.
Deso, oh my gosh.
12 minutes with the, not even naked, obviously, the treads as well as the Aquila. So now you win a fight in your middle lane, after you take that tier 1, Roche will go down.
Yeah.
I think they might just go for it next time Ghosts are up.
Doom keeps the theme up as well. He goes Drooms, currently 6 charges, and actually has that Shadow Blade queued up on top of that. Axe, as always, the Blink Dagger timing. Wonder how close we are to that. I assume maybe the Vanguard first, as we do usually see. Always want to fly. Okay.
A typical death for him. Just getting some vision down, but it's still alive with the healing and the wand.
If it's a death. It's not a death yet, and now Microsoft needs to be careful when committing. They're going to turn on him, out of supply. That's a quick turn kill with that Death Slayer. They do lose Witch Doctor, but he baits out enough to get at least the turn kill on a core. Playing that axe in. Now GH, he's got in the ice shards. GH regretted his decision immediately. Kuroki's nearby. He does have a swap. Can't make a play, though. Buyback from Axe. What is going on here from Lick? They really want to make a turn here. Iceberg eventually going to be called out. Kuroki survived for now. The snowball in, though. They go forward. The call word up. Iceberg gets the kill on Eventual Spirit. Iceberg, no refraction, though. Finally, they take out Templar Assassin. An 8-kill streak stopper going the way of mind control, so it does seem like that buyback is worth it.
Yep, definitely, especially now without the gold reduction. Nice block there. Should still go down, though.
Yeah, pounce over. Well, oh my god.
This guy, he's just wasting time. This is true space creation.
It really is. There you go. Trying to kill a creep at the last second.
Because the X does get that kill after the buyback, it's what, like a 250 gold buyback. He gets 800 gold. He has the Blink Dagger now.
Yeah. I don't think he has Vanguard, though. I have to double check and get the chance, but you see middle lane, Vengeful, Kuroki, he's probably dead. That Casca is not being forgiving, man.
And this is it. This is classic FlyToMoon, even with a lot different hero picks. They're just taking over the early game and they're continuing to pressure. I like how Liquid's actually pressuring back now, though.
This is my kind of Dota. 19 to 17 hero kills right now. We have 36 hero kills in 14 and a half minutes, Grants. That is absolutely insanity. And it's just going to be more. GH is also caught.
I mean, I've always said it. The first Death Ward is the only one that matters because it's the only one that does damage. Once you get there, someone has like 10 armor. Death Ward does like 4 damage. You're like, well, this is Guardian. There you go. Ghosts are up. You have the death, so I don't think you can stop this. Axe can obviously blink in and call, but he's gonna get melted. If you call the TA's gonna like 3-shot you.
He needs that blade mail.
Yeah.
Axe did not get Vanguard, by the way. This is a game where he just felt desperate. He needs to get the blink ASAP. He went Tranquil on top of that, of course. So at least he has the blink, but as you're talking about, this is a free Roshan, and I'm sure Iceberg will pick it up, but they want to make a kill happen right away. It's been about a minute. Why not make another kill take place? Kuroki, Mystic Flare return. Tusk is dropping, but not dropping fast enough. He'll survive. Heal's coming out as well with the Voodoo Restoration, and they just end up running down 2 heroes. The Exorcism finally now wearing off for Silent. So talk about a value Exorcism right there. Roshan into 2 hero kills.
Yeah, this is the big thing. You saw like the Always Want to Fly Wind Ranger was so broke last game because they didn't take that much, and oh man, the sentry worked enough. He's probably gonna hit the shrine, but will it be enough? Another Infernal Blade is up, but he does get out of vision, so he gets the move speed.
And now mind control though, being bait, but they want Slark. They're like, we want this kill. It's
gonna get a ulti.
Gonna get the blade off or anything. Mind control will die, but I think Slark is gonna live. Yeah, Miracle. He'll survive. Tusk though, he sees him for a split second. The shard. There's another Shadow Blade, however. And he's good.
Man. Doesn't matter. You don't get the kill, but you get the other kill in the axe. Right, this axe is going to be broke forever, and that's your initiation.
TA's going in.
Oh, the cleave?
Side blade, the cleave. It's not enough though. So GH will barely live. Yeah, very close call. Good swap from Kuroki. But this is going to be a tier 2 tower kill now.
And this is, you're pushing towers without Ghost, without the Death Prophet ultimate, which just feels so good if you're FlyToMoon on the backside. Visage isn't really a come from behind. Neither is Axe. Like, they want to keep up the pressure. You have an Axe Skywrath. Those are free kills for the most part, and they just haven't gotten you, really.
Well, Slark will find the free kill, but at what cost for him? They kill Tusk elsewhere, so 2 for nothing for Liquid so far.
Now you gotta get back, so.
Slark slips out. Yep, Drone's used to just help TP. Silent.
No Basher.
He is good.
That's the biggest thing. They did get the tier 2. Honestly, you lose 2 heroes there, but you open up that full jungle now.
Yeah.
You just get some counter wards down. Obviously, Dire has one on the bounty rune up top. You just, maybe you even possibly get a gem early on FlyToMoon against this Slark. You just take over complete control of the map. I would like that.
Miracle. Echo Saber. This has pretty much been the build we've seen all these Slarks. The Shadow Blade into Echo Saber. Going to be happening, so We'll keep an eye on that. Visage is trying to get the Ags ASAP. I mean, he went Helmet of the Dominator, but...
This is the thing. He hasn't really been in many of the fights, but he does have items to show for. Luckily, Helmet of Dominator, Medallion, even the Point Booster. He's pretty damn tanky.
Gaster's Curse, maybe. FlyToMoon going to be rolled on. Walrus Punch to follow. The Exorcism is applied. So if you're Liquid, you do really want to fight into this, but you may have to save your teammate. Iceberg coming from the side. Blink, nice heals, as you mentioned. Mind Control. Now he's in no man's land. FlyToMoon going to be run down. The Mystic Flare is on him out, but down goes Mind Control. And it looks like FlyToMoon when they want more. Kuroki, side trap, hits him. Double kill for Silent. Trying to get the Courier even on top of it, but they cannot run that down. Miracle just sitting on the outskirts. They also got GH. That's 4 kills just like that for FlyToMoon.
I don't know what you can do if you're Liquid. Now, you have 3 cores that just don't come back into the game. They want to take control of the map and go forward, and you just lost a second tier 2, and they're going to pressure base. You have the Deso. Like, even with the Ghost down, watch how much damage they all do right-clicking it.
Yeah.
And this Doom, man, Non-Grata, once again, right, we haven't talked much about him, but these Dooms he's getting off on Slark every time, the drums, I love the movement speed. I really do. FlyToMoon just abuses stuff like that, and wow, look who they find.
Goal, that's a big kill. The Walrus punch the side blades. Miracle will live with the Shadow Dance for now. He has a Shrine to use. He's not even going to go for it, though. He knows it's really no chance. Iceberg with a killing spree. 10,000 net worth lead. Grant, we're only 19 minutes in. It's not often a team comes back from this much of a deficit this early on.
Especially without these here, you know, man, they don't have the black hole. Oh man, let's get back. They don't have the reverse polarity. They don't have something like that. They just have to straight up outplay FlyToMoon now.
That's what it's going to come down to, but the way FlyToMoon's playing, momentum is all theirs.
Still have the Aegis. They're not too scared.
They're going to go in. Mind Control. He's dead. No buyback on him. No buyback on Miracle. They're also going to catch FlyToMoon. The swap at the last second, but the dude's on him. And FlyToMoon's dead. He has a buyback. He will use it. They're not even going for objectives. Their objectives are kill the damn heroes, and they're doing that right here, right now. Right now, Visage is the only one up. Finally, they get the Aegis used. Now, Crotto with a snowball save from his teammate. He will finally fall, though. Okay, so FlyToMoon overcommitting of sorts. Again, the objective staying alive that whole time. Nice stun there with a familiar, by the way. No fear, not TP. And you're going to end up having what will probably be 3 kills in response now from Liquid. So, FlyToMoon, I think they were feeling it maybe a little too much there.
But you still didn't lose your 2 main cores. You may have lost your Doom, but Doom's actually underleveled, surprisingly. He's pretty farmed, but underleveled, so you don't give out that much experience, at least. But now, Visage, level 15, Iceberg, 17, though, and I just don't really know where you go. If you're Liquid, you win that fight because they overcommit. They make the mistake. You now have to find your own payoffs in Mind Control. He's looking.
Mind Control is hunting, but...
If they have that ward. They still have that ward on that bounty rune that it saved Liquid a few times.
TA falls back. The fact he's able to get away right there. He has a double damage rune, too. This would be a desperate fight for Liquid, to say the least.
They don't know about the Shadow Blade, I don't believe.
Does he have Doom? No, it's still Manic cooldown, yeah.
You stop Mind Control, yep.
Gonna find Mind Control, but FlyToMoon off to the side, but that's, oh my god. That's an axe that just got 2-shot essentially by a TA double damage. And they're hunting for more, why not?
See ya.
Again, what can Liquid do? They cannot respond to this.
He's just running around with 466 movement speed half the time. I just don't know how you get away from FlyToMoon. Miracle here, he's gonna have to have an outstanding game. You don't just have it,
Find a free kill on Silent.
Yep, he has Blink, but it won't be off cooldown.
No. Okay, well, Kuroki gets it, unfortunately.
That's the other thing. I mean, last game, right, you had the Mana Void possibility. This game, Slark just has to, he has to join these team fights, get some kills, and then just farm a lane over and over. He can't be having this, downtime at all, and he's doing a good job.
13,000 net worth for the TA right now. Slark, there's another one. That's what he's the hero that hunts for kills. And he's finding a couple back-to-back, so that's going to be a comeback mechanic for Liquid. Meanwhile, Doom is applied to Axe. It does allow Slark to be more aggressive, perhaps. He's going to use that Shadow Dance, sitting on top of the Iceberg. The Familiar's in as well. Iceberg, great force down over the ledge. Keep it alive for now. Will it be enough? He's going to meld up. Refraction in 6 more seconds. Not enough. He goes down. Iceberg's in for a minute. Here's a comeback chance for Liquid, even more so. Mystic Flare. Nakarada's running out of it, but no, too much damage. And Liquid's finding these openings. 8,000 net worth lead still for FlyToMoon, but it is closing about 3,000 or so since the last time we saw it here.
These birds, that's the scariest part. If you get the leash from Slark, those birds are going to do so much, and it's a guaranteed 2-stun follow-up.
And now Silent gets caught by the swap. Snowball's nearby. He's going to go inside. TA gets still dead, though. That's a lot of damage that they're missing out. Kuroki, though, the Death Ward dealing plenty in return. They will pick off both GH as well as the Vengeful. No fear. Walrus Punch right before he goes down. Miracle, the Exorcism, has to respect that damage, especially with the Siphon up on one of the familiars right there. So Silent taking up, staying alive, but Tubman Man on the outskirts. The chase with the Blink Silent goes right next to him. The Grip Sermon will finish the job. Double kill for him when it's all said and done.
I like it. I'm actually surprised he wouldn't blink before the medallion. I'm glad he's going back for the medallion as well as possibly a Solar Crest. Just the armor. You need armor on DP, especially against a Visage.
Yeah.
And man, I wouldn't say unlucky, because we've seen FlyToMoon get pretty lucky with some of these Roche spawns yesterday. This time, not quite up yet, so.
Nah, so couldn't even respawn yet. So a couple of seconds, so we'll find out what kind of timer we're looking at. I also saw Blink on Tusk, by the way. It's just they are. Whoa, there's a dust use, the trap, mind control. He's alive for now, but Silent trying to change that, going in the Mystic Flare, spreading some damage though. Siphons up on 2 different targets, familiar stuns. They pick up away stuck with the backlash. Miracle does more so. And now Silent, he's overcommitted. Iceberg's not even close. He's actually pushing up bottom lane during all of this. So numbers advantage is looking good for Liquid, and that net worth lead is starting to close a little bit here, Grant.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like you could just be maybe taking straight on 5-on-5 fights if you're FlyToMoon, but the late game, obviously, if they make it there, you have a TA and a Death Prophet who are decent late game, but against a Slark and a guaranteed call of Axe,
I think it's just more so, okay, well, Refraction into Blink, so he's fine for now. To the point in a second, there's a swap, though, another Refraction going up, but Iceberg knows he's dead. So going back to your point, though, it's more that you've had this massive lead, so whether or not you can compete with them late game doesn't even matter, right? Because it's you ideally want to take advantage of that early lead that you have and not even give Liquid that chance. But it does feel like FlyToMoon is starting to get out of position, and Liquid, of course, is capitalizing on it.
Yeah, and I love this Visage pick just because they have these guaranteed stuns after the call or after the pounce. Oh, comes in, pounces, free kill, and now Roche is up. If you steal this from FlyToMoon, you just lose all the lead you've gained. You took a tier 3, you didn't get the racks, and now Miracle gets a second life, and look at how farmed he is.
Yep, all of a sudden, I have Scotty is in the works now, and we mentioned the Aegis on top. Tusk using the shards. He might go for some kind of ninja attempt, but he would definitely die, especially if he doesn't get the Aegis, and not even going to go for it in the end. And now Miracle will pick it up.
I like it. It is a 6K lead still for FlyToMoon, but the problem is Death Prophet can't just go do stuff alone. The only hero they have who can make space on the map by herself is going to be that TA, and we saw tried to do it bottom and just ended up dying.
Yeah, so you'd think now with the resurrection here of TA that the mindset they just lost the Aegis Slayer, okay, maybe we need to start sticking together more now. So the whole splitting up and doing our own thing in these last couple of fights has not been working on the best, but they're going to run right into a trap. There's an issue to mind control with this call, catches TA, they burst on Doom. He fights back quickly though. Shadow Dance for Miracle, so that's going to be on cooldown now. Mind control, the swap out, keeping him alive for a little bit longer. No, he goes down on Kuroki. Now, of course, he's in a bad spot because of that swap. He will fall. And the Doom buyback proven to be worth it so far, at least in terms of a response chance for FTM.
Yeah, that's what you had to do. You knew the Visage was up top as well as the Birds, right? He had to use the Birds to push tower, so they weren't there to follow up, and then you just run over them. And now, do you?
Oh, can they kill him? Is the ult on for? He doesn't have a new summon, actually.
Wow, and that's 2 of the Birds. Still has 1 because he has the Axe, but hurts a little bit.
And it will. That just wears off, though. But TA. Pushing out top. Is Tusk dead? Probably. Yes.
JHL, just steal it.
I love this. 20 now for Slark.
I love the +3 pounce leash, especially in this game because of the bird follow-up. It's all about the synergy between these two heroes, as well as the Axe. And he's just looking for more. This guy's crazy.
Yeah, he knows not got us here. The Doom turn, though. Iceberg is coming. Sark, maybe overcommitted. Here comes the damage of Iceberg. They get the stun, and yes, Miracle will fall. So that's going to be an Aegis use. Now, can he somehow get out? No Doom after the fact, of course. Silent's currently up on Doom himself. Siphons from Silent, Iceberg. Hurricane Plank away, Miracle sitting on that Shadow Dance. He wants to fight more. Witch Doctor going to be picked off, and so far it's an eye for an eye with the 2 supports going down on either side. And now Tusk with the dieback. And so Miracle, he's very comfortable on the slot, clearly. He didn't feel like he was panicked at all.
Well, and that's a rare pickup on the Skywrath. Goes for the minus cooldown on Ancient Seal instead of the extra bolt. You do not see that often on Skywrath at all.
So wants that just really making the best of the silence, really.
Yeah, I mean, silence is one of the best skills. Obviously, you just love throwing out extra damage, but you just want control. You know Miracle can do the damage. Your Visage, that's why I'm glad they were getting run over in the early game, but Visage, he just farmed, because that hero doesn't come back, so by him just farming on another side of the map, he actually has. Oh, man.
Wow. TA manages to actually Void Ride there, but call just a little late. And no Blade Mill just in a mind control. Again, it's been a big struggle for Axe this game. But once he gets that Blade Mill, we know that what it can do. You know, TA, we saw it in a troll matchup the other day. It kind of just kills himself, so.
Yeah, TA will do the same. You just call Battle Hunger Blade Mill, see you later. They have the Tusk save. That's the thing, right? You have save on both sides. You have the Venge save and the Tusk save, and we've seen both of them. Very good saves.
By the way, that gem we saw on Slark, I believe that's Witch Doctors, if I'm not mistaken, from the other side. He had purchased that in a previous fight broke out, and yeah, it is always one to fly, so.
There's the Blade Mill. It just feels Matumba Man is so farmed now because they bought him some base. You don't always see that. Let's just sacrifice everyone for our Visage, and it ended up working. Look at that.
You're right.
He's going to have an Assault Keros very soon. Once you get that, armor for everyone. Finally, GH on the backside's like, hey, I'm not just dying in one hit.
So all that early momentum's gone now for FlyToMoon, and now they're having to take some much more careful fights here as this game has moved on. So it went from a snowball of sorts to Liquid. They are the defending TI champs and two-time defending Epicenter champs, so plenty of experience to say the least, and feels like they are using that right here to keep calm and definitely not only come back in this game, but really take the lead of some sorts. I know they're still down technically in net worth, but I would feel a little more comfortable about Liquid right now.
Yeah, and you just control Roche, right? You took the tier 1 and 2 middle. You're controlling that tier 1 top. You just wait for Roche if you're Liquid side. You have no reason to pressure you. You're not the team with a TA who wants to take these buildings.
Yeah. Orchid finished on TA. Of course, the eventual Bloodthorn to come, but now she did buy an Orchid with no buyback ready. So keep that in mind.
This is smart, though. You're doing it while you know Roche can't be up, so maybe Liquid's not looking for a fight.
Yeah.
And you just pressure him as quickly as you can, the all-in.
Birds, though, getting some information. Obviously, can't see them right there, but
running up a hill, even in Shadowblade, so scary.
Yeah, it certainly is. So what happened last time, he did get bursted down pretty quickly.
That was weird because Non-Grata ran out of the smoke, but he was Shadowbladed, but they went to the right, no one was there, so they knew they had to go to the left, and now they all TP out a little bit late.
Good old spider senses tingling there for Team Liquid, and they were right. You see Familiar still at the top lane. Gonna maybe harass or push it out somewhat. Matumba doing a good job and keeping use of those Familiars. Skywrath does have the axe queued up with the
Ghost Scepter.
Ghost Scepter
versus
first,
TA, right? Like TA just jumps on you, maybe even gets the melt hit, but you're gonna be fine either way. Oh, the birds.
I'm guessing he had a resummon.
Yeah, he just resummoned. Lost one of the birds, resummoned the other two.
Might as well, so that's why he's just saying hello with them, doing a little bit of damage. AC's finished.
Damn.
Coming out at least.
That's going to be pretty scary. You just have full armor now. Kuroki, obviously, Wave of Terror. That's a lot of minus armor, even just with only the Venge and then Assault Keros.
How about that talent picked up by Visage right there as well? I think it was plus 80 movement speed. Yeah, I saw that correctly. Yeah, on the Familiars.
Yeah, those things you move around the map. Now it's like you don't feel bad if you're just farming with them. You can just send them. They're going to be there.
Moving quickly. So Liquid, they're much more ready to fight now if they weren't before, and they're all about those RRs. You mentioned the AC. Obviously, you have Vengeful Spirit as a hero in general. Mind Control's ready to go in. I believe he has his Blade Mail now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he does. So. He does indeed. Wave of Terror cooldown's pretty standard on Venge.
There you go. Liquid, they really want to pick this fight. Witch Doctor, that's a free kill. Essentially a 3-shot. And doesn't have a buyback for 40 seconds. So Liquid.
And that's going to be the worst feeling, right? Iceberg wants to jump in the maze. Like, I can 2 or 3 shot this. Skywrath still just Ghost Scepters. And then all of a sudden there's going to be a Slark on top of you, and there's nothing you can do.
So you can tell FlyToMoon playing passive now, much more scared about the map. I mean, Vision, they really only have a very aggressive ward up there at the top lane, and that really doesn't seem like that's doing well. Yeah. Never mind.
They did.
They did. I swear, it was there. Roshan, again, yeah, it's not up. It's still a little bit of time.
Yep, and usually you think the team with Exorcism as well as the TA would be the team wanting to take Roche, but it's Liquid waiting, because Liquid can take it so much quicker now.
Yeah, so Liquid makes sense to you what they're doing right here, just kind of controlling the map
until
waiting
Roche
for the next Roshan.
Yep, you know you're killing all their wards with that gem, Slark.
Doom, not nearly as farmed as the previous game, of course, but still trying to work on that Shiva's next. As Iceberg's pushing out bottom. Currently safe to do so for now. Looks like they're going to go for a tier 2 tower.
You see Gold Lead still FlyToMoon's favor, and TA still very, very farm going for this tier 2, but Axe, even with 7.6k net worth, all he has to do is blink call possibly either the TA before BKB or the Ghost Lady before she gets Exorcism off.
Good old Ghost Lady.
Man, they're just going in, and Liquid hasn't TP'd anyone home yet. They finally are TPing some people. And
mind controls there. So FTM will fall back. Yeah,
look at the birds, though, at the tier 3. So much damage.
That's going to be some good building damage. Eventually they scare it off.
That's half a tier 3. He can just do that again, right? If somehow there's a fight at Roche and you don't want your birds there, you can just go take a tier 3 if needed.
Oh, Miracle finds TA. Now, Miracle's by himself completely. So, yeah, that seems like a very ambitious place to be in. In fact, the Eels will catch him. Shadow Dance, maybe no. He's going to be silenced out by the Orca. There's the Dark Pact with the Shadow Dance, though. Dark Pact, pretty clutch ability. He's still not out of the woods just yet, literally. Auto attacks connecting. The side stuff, the Dark Pact's not going to matter. The gem will drop as well. As he falls, he's dead for 90 seconds. Or he does have a buyback, excuse me, but will they use it as a question? Skywrath. He's going to be run down now. Ghost Scepter. Feels like it's just going to delay the inevitable, though. A couple more auto attacks, and GH does go down. Iceberg, credit for the kill there. There's the buyback from GH, not Slark just yet.
And that's honestly, that's just a big mistake for Miracle.
Going too deep, and now he has to buy back because Kuroki's going to end up losing his life. But Man's tuned over the back lines, and he's just trying to run the familiar stunts, keeping a blind mind control with that Mystic Flare on top of the Tuscan. Death Prophet goes down, Necrata. They're calling Blade to cut his head off right there. Down goes 3, and they're also going to get a 4th in Witch Doctor, most likely. Iceberg thinking of going back in, though. He wants GH for the Ghost Scepter. The Ghost Scepter mitigating all of that damage. Mind control, he's just going to head to the trees. Iceberg going back into this fight and regretting his decision, I'm sure. But GH will finally go down, but at what cost? There's the Berserker's Call, and there's the decapitation, aka the Culling Blade, to finish the job. And guess who up? It's Roshan.
God, a little mistake by Miracle, but mind controlled the underfarm, still manages to make a giant blink called the Blade Mill, and the Mystic Flare hitting 2 of them while they were hitting the Blade Milled Axe. Just a perfect team fight for mind control, man.
And Miracle is going to find another free kill on Witch Doctor, and that's a dieback, actually.
That's right. Now, what do you know? Liquid is going to get Roche. That looked like such a good team fight for FlyToMoon with Miracle dying early, but they definitely overcommitted. I feel they kind of had to, because even though they're up gold right now, they know they're falling behind.
This is a shard of Roshan, the refresher shard. Who do you give it to this game? This is it. I mean, I can even see Slark, honestly. Double Shadow Dance. We've seen that before. Double Call's not bad, but I think Axe has it.
Axe does have it, but I still think Slark might be. You might just save it, too, for, like, after a fight or something.
Maybe give it to Visage if he needs a familiar summon, just something like that, yeah. For whatever the situation calls for. So, really, for the first time this game, it seems like Liquid actually has the net worth lead slightly.
Yep. I think they've had the lead for like 5 minutes. Not net worth lead, pardon me, but just like the lead of the game, you can tell now.
Miracle maybe a bit of a miscue at the top lane initially, but it worked out in the end for Liquid. And that's going to be melee racks as well as the range racks. And all FlyToMoon can do is just watch their base evaporate.
I mean, even if TA's alive there, you really can't fight into that. Cheese, as well as that Aegis. Not much to do, and look at Skywrath actually is getting close to an Axe now. That's the best part about taking a Rax early is like a support. You're like, all right, look at all this gold I'm getting. They'll just get out.
Yeah, Cheese on Visage. Aegis, of course, in the hands of Miracle, playing that Slark. Doesn't have a buyback, so especially needing it there. Templar Assassin Nullifier is queued up at least. 2,500 gold saved up for Iceberg currently. Is that the play here, you think?
I mean, there's not much else she can go. You'd have to go something like a Divine, but you're not winning those team fights. You don't have the damage. I mean, you can try to possibly like jump and lock down either Skywrath or Axe, but
yeah,
Nullifier doesn't feel the best, especially versus like a Slark.
Plenty on that courier.
Is that a wand?
Delivered.
Just a wand?
It's a wand,
that's 37-minute wand. Like, all right, we'll just soar on out over here.
I'm guessing that's Kuroki's, yeah.
And he has treads now, damn. Farming. These Kuroki and always want to fly both very poor position 5s, and that's not a negative way. They always buy the wards. They don't ask their team to buy anything else. They're like, nah, I got it. You focus on winning the game. I'll focus on warding. Does have the Ags.
Speaking of that, yeah, the Ags just finished on Skyraz, so everything going to be duplicating itself.
That double ulti with Axe call. Oh man,
sounds deadly.
Especially if it's on if he gets another 2-hero call and it goes on both those heroes, they're just instantly dead. It is.
Butterfly picked up by Slark. So what's the play for FlyToMoon now? They're going up against Aegis. Is it, don't pick a fight, I guess, just yet? It would be an obvious answer.
I think split push. The problem is if you try to split push, the Visage Birds can obviously stop TPs easily. They can out-split push you without even being a hero themselves. There's just not much they can do. They have to hope for a mistake, another miracle mistake. Because that death up top was, a little bit of him just being kind of cocky and maybe hope for that again when he doesn't have Aegis, but still does.
Is level 25, as we see right there on the Slark. Home still being purchased. Witch Doctor wants to get level 15 himself, so he get that 120 gold per minute talent. One more gold to work with. So FTM being very careful at the bottom lane. The tier 3 tower down there is taking damage from the creep wave. And they see nobody defending it currently, so
that's one of those things you're like, why are they letting it damage our tower? There has to be something up on the map.
Middle lane, an aggressive swap. It's a Witch Doctor. Okay, they got him. He's dead for 50.
I mean, takes the heal off, takes the cast. That can be annoying. Now, Iceberg, he will probably show himself and hit this tower maybe, but see you later, Rax.
Yeah, they're just dropping the Rax in the Radiant base. Those familiars, especially with the AC buff, no doubt helping right here.
Yeah, there's just, if this game got past like even 30 minutes, you just know, unless the TA super snowballed, DP's good late game once you get like Octarine Shivas, but you're not going to be beating a Slark Visage who farmed very well early.
Courier is coming back for DP's item here. Slowly but surely. That's gonna be.
That's a rich chicken.
Yeah, you do not want to lose that guy there. Now Garada, he gets picked off. He's dead for a minute.
Don't want to lose him either, but you did.
He's got the buyback though. Doom is ready to use as well. There's a scythe finish on Death Prophet and Allfire, so FTM of sorts is really all in right here.
And I love this. We didn't really talk, because it's only one aura, but the damage aura on Croaky with just the birds even.
Aggressive swap once again. They catch the TA. She's dead for 95. No buyback for her. Sana just runs in with the X2, and they're desperate right now. Not the most damage, but will it be enough? Miracle got very low, actually, but he pops the Shadow Dance. He'll pounce on out, and he will be fine. So Vengeful, of course, died after that aggressive swap. But definitely the key target dead in the Templar Assassin.
Just the timing. Liquid just being a team who's been together so long. The swap into instant call by Axe. He just stood there and called immediately.
Yeah,
and
nothing that she could do.
Silent Ghoster to be wearing down here. Looks like in about 5 seconds. You don't have a buyback on TA. I think this is just a game, honestly.
Very likely Liquid still being somewhat careful, but understandably. No, the 10,000 net worth lead themselves, and yeah, they see the exorcism go away. Now's the time to finish off tier 4. They will lose the Aegis right there. We do hear it, but again, I don't think they're still that concerned.
Not having to commit anyone to siege.
Mind control will lead the way. That's going to be no buyback on Witch Doctor. And now the Ancient exposed. Doom just jumps in. They got to try something. He gets Doom effect up on a Slark, but he's going to melt immediately. No surprise there. No fear even goes in. The mission is to kill Slark, and it's just not going to work. GG, well played. Game 2 going the way of Liquid. And that means, Grant, we got a Game 3.
We do have a Game 3, and that was a steamroll. That was what FTM won in the early game. They got exactly everything they want. You have the TA, you have the Death Prod, good ultimates all game from the Death Prod up to like the 20-minute mark. You try to go ferocious, you get those